Hello there, and welcome to Club PlayStation, a special edition all about No Man's Sky. This is our first special edition of No Man's Sky, one of, I'm sure, what will be many editions on No Man's Sky. Join us for this edition is Mr. Jason from Club PlayStation and Xbox. How's it going, man?
It's going quite well. I'm really glad we're getting a chance to just talk about this game, you
We've
know?
been texting. I should pull up the thread so I don't forget some of the stuff we've brought up this week. It's been good.
Y- Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you said, though. I understand why entire podcasts have started up around No Man's Sky.
Yeah, it's a thing. People are startup shows just all about this. So, and we didn't want to divert this week's episode of Club PlayStation and Xbox all to No Man's Sky because it probably would end up being that. Because yeah, I'm really into this game. I'm
And
excited about this game. I
and
wasn't sure if it was gonna be what it was.
well, one of the best things about this game, though, is we can sit here and talk about this, and realistically, we're not spoiling anything
You can't
because
spoil this
I
game,
mean,
really.
you you really can't. Like to the point now that I've played it, I almost say, man, I wish I would have read more about the game before it came out because it would have had no impact on my game.
Well, so I do like the initial couple hours of discovery in. So some podcasts said like the initial couple hours are the most frustrating hours that you don't enjoy it because you're just trying to learn mechanically what's going on. That was not my experience. I enjoyed the like discovery process of that couple hours, the first beginning period. Now you rebooted
Yeah,
the first couple hours because you felt you didn't tackle that like in a good way. Is that
yeah.
safe to say?
Close enough. My first time playing the game was through remote play, and I've spent a lot of time playing remote play since then. But because of that remote play, I'm sorry, excuse me. Sorry. Anyways, due to that remote play, that first experience, I felt was I didn't do it right. I didn't get what I should have out of it, and I wanted to start again. So I did.
Hmm.
Um, and I only had 2 or 3 hours in the game in the first place, so I really didn't lose too much. But I'm enjoying it just as much. Quote my second time.
And I have yet to actually close this game. What have you done that yet? Is it closed on your system? Do you shut your system off completely when you turn off your system?
Yes, I have. And
What's it do when you reopen it for a second time, which I've yet to do? This one's always just
it
suspended.
it that honestly, I have two gripes with the game, and that's one of them. Is the saving, closing, and then reloading process. It is so, for lack of a better term, slow and or tedious
So I'm on the
because you get
saving.
that
Like
when.
it saves a lot infrequently.
Well, I already explained. I have a paranoia that half of the auto saves or more, it's not telling you that it auto saved, and I would
There's
hate to
two
lose
things. It says
progress.
restore. It says restore point created, and then there's save points. I believe those are the same exact
Yes,
thing in my mind, right?
yeah,
Okay.
but unless I can remember it having just said that. Usually, when I want to exit the game, I run back to my ship, I jump in my ship, I jump out of my ship, and then it'll say, restore point created.
Okay.
Um, but either way, when you launch the game, it's kind of a long boot. I don't know if that's because of everything that it's loading, but you get
Is it the
the very
same
first
thing that you do when you initially see the game, where it's all the different
ex,
star systems?
exact same, except you get back to where you were ultimately.
Now, in that launch screen, I slowly discovered, like, okay, I'm supposed to do something here. Am I picking my star system at the point where I start the game, so to speak?
No, but you are seeing the star system, the entire thing.
I don't get to pick it. I don't know. My interaction has nothing to do with where I actually start the game. You don't think?
No, that it's not as far as I know. I've tried well, I'm sorry. I tried interacting after starting the game, and I guess that would explain. But I don't think you have any control over where it goes. It's just looking around.
Okay, it's a cool thing to do. It's like a lot of people, I guess,
Oh
on
yeah,
PC thought like, why isn't this game launching? Because they don't touch anything. I guess on PlayStation 4, less of a thing, but in the PC, like the mouse and keyboard interface, I guess it's less discoverable that you're supposed to do something there. Is what I've heard.
I honestly trying to keep the focus on PlayStation, but I've heard that the PC launch, the PC version, it's a bit of a mess. So
There's more
yeah.
variables, Jason, in the PC world. It's not the
Oh
typical
yeah,
console realm that we have. That I'm curious
it
what
makes
Aaron's
sense to me.
experiences are because he's waited for the PC launch and he bought it on PC.
Yeah, I feel badly for all those
I do
people
too. I
who
do too.
could have gotten it on their
Yeah, Aaron
PlayStation
could have
4.
bought on PS4, but he wanted the PC version, which I respect that. But them working so close to the PlayStation this title, like it's been such a partnership that I felt like really you should be playing this on PlayStation. I don't know. That's kind of my impression. Like this is a PlayStation game, and it's also on PC, but whatever.
But
uh,
my only other real gripe with this game is it can feel a bit slow. If you jump into this game after playing some fast-paced first-person shooter, then you're going to feel a bit floaty, and especially flying your fracking spaceship. There are so many times I'm in the middle of flying somewhere, and when I need to make a turn and I stop turning, I don't stop turning, and I'm just kind of drifting, and I'm just like, oh, shiza.
Space is it's more realistic that way, right? I'm joking. There's some gaming things where you're not able to really crash your ship. It does not let you crash your ship, so don't try.
You can hit stuff though.
Like
It won't let you
asteroids.
like. Yeah, I've
But you can't hit the
not just
space
quote
station.
asteroids.
Can't hit the space station. Can't hit the ground. I don't believe.
Yeah, I did hit something that was like floating on a planet, not quite an asteroid, but yeah.
Yeah. Um. So when you initially, I love that you don't see your character ever. You are your character, and this will be great in cinematic mode on PSVR. I am thinking.
Oh my god, I'm worried about that though, because man, first time you roll your spaceship, it's already like a wrenching experience, and you're just like, oh,
Roll your spaceship.
as in using R1 or L1 to roll it right or roll it left.
It's not an aggressive roll though, is it? You can't do 360s,
Yeah,
can you?
yes you can.
No.
Yes,
Seriously?
yes.
So how you
Jump
roll?
in your
How
spaceship.
do you do 360?
No, I understand. When I say roll, I'm not talking the Star Fox 64 barrel roll where it's that way, but I'm talking R1 or L1 makes you do a clockwise, yes, roll one direction or the other, depending on which
You
button you
can go
press.
upside down with that?
Yes,
Okay. I've never tried that far. Okay.
do it.
I will.
And like I said, when you do, you pretty immediately go ooh,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for VR.
as in like a
I'm excited for cinematic mode. It won't support, as we know. I'm sure they may patch that in VR support. I think they'll have a lot of updates to this game in the next couple of years. I think they're not done with this at all. I
no.
wonder if VR will be a thing.
Well, other than just VR, I agree with the people who say I don't envy Hello Games in trying to add things to this game because it's already so massive. It's kind of one of those, what are you going to add?
Well, they've talked about adding the ability to build your own bases on planets. That's a thing that they have talked about a bit. So you
That
currently stumble upon outposts. You'll be able to buy or build your own outposts, is my understanding.
Well, I would definitely be interested in that because man, the storage
Oh,
space is
yeah, you can build
ridiculous.
your own home kind of thing. Yeah.
Forget about the home. I just want to build a storage locker.
Yeah, it's a challenge just to craft things like, oh, I need 6 car 8 sheets to build this defensive system I just upgraded my ship. And to do that, that's 6 slots, and you can't stack car 8 sheets. I tried stacking them to so some things stack, right? Some things don't.
Yes,
It's annoying. So,
it can
have
be
you
quite
opened
a
the
pain because
credits?
of that.
Have you opened up the credits on this game?
No.
It's amazing. So if you hit the options button, you can open up
Hmm.
credits, and the amount of people that actually worked on this game, it's it's probably like 20, if that, 15. Such a
Yeah,
small team. It's like 10 to 20 people. It's amazing.
the size of the team making this game is
They
ridiculous
must be
compared to the size of the
bacon.
game.
It's like just like I don't know. It's probably not proportional. Everyone gets the equal number, but man, they can eat. They can eat well.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm happy for them because a smaller team, the success of this game means they'll
They could
or
just they could fund. They can have this game funded for a while to keep updates on it. Right?
yeah.
'Cause it has been selling well. I'm not just imagining everyone on Twitter owning it and people buying it and all that.
I've seen lots of anecdotally, I have seen lots of friends on my friends list playing it.
Yeah, and people are buying this digitally. Is my impression too. A lot of them.
I bought it digitally.
And
I we
you're a
all
disc enthusiast.
yes. But I know this is a game I don't see me letting anybody borrow, and for its size, I was just like, well, why the hell not? I mean,
It's
it's
the size is great. You'll never uninstall this game at like 3.5 gigs or whatever it is.
I think patched it's like 4 or 5, but
Yeah, but
still,
still, it's like such a ridiculously sized game for what it is.
absolutely.
Now, I mentioned earlier a lot of the UI feels like Destiny, and I think a good way. You think a bad way. You don't like the whole mouse
Uh,
cursor thing.
no, or at least I guess I'm open to it, but I just feel it was implemented a little poorly. But for this whole mouse cursor thing, why can't you just? Why didn't they just make it where left, right, up, down immediately goes to the next item? Because you have
I think it's faster because it's not a complete grid. Like I'm looking at my Starship inventory. It's a weird thing because I got like holes. I got stuff in the top and like holes throughout and I don't see a way to actually move them to fill in the holes to have them in a nice order. Is that possible or no?
no. But as you add slots, it'll fill in holes at random.
Okay. I have upgraded my ship and multi-weapon. My multi-weapon only has 2 holes right now. I wonder if there is more than a max of 12, or if 12 is the max.
On what? Your
The
multi weapon or your?
multi-tool.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I do see some holes, but not many on that one. Um, what kind of what's been your process with the upgrades? Have you been doing much of that?
To a limited extent, I can tell you I have an entire mess of upgrades that I haven't built yet because with storage, I only recently started realizing that other than plutonium, I can sell pretty much everything else.
Yes, yes, you can.
So
You can make money doing so.
I'm starting to open up room to do more because I've been so worried that what if I need that? What if I need that? Well, now I need it, but I can't do anything with it because I don't have space to do it.
Now I'm worried. So I see technology upgrades available for everything but my exosuit, as far as things I have recipes for. Uh, am I missing?
I have
You have to build it on site when you see it to add it to your.
no.
I would have thought I would have stumbled on an exosuit upgrade by now, but I'm looking at it.
I can.
There's nothing there.
I have. I have not counting the upgrades that are just extra slots. Um, I have one exosuit upgrade that I've built that gives me additional stamina,
I've got
and
that one.
a second exosuit upgrade that I haven't built yet, but basically gives me better thermal protection for extreme weather.
Yeah, I want radiation protection, and I want to have like swimming thing, so I can just swim forever. Because I saw on this really awesome planet, Jason, this morning, and I love the system I'm in right now. It's like one of my favorites. But the first planet I went on, it's this really awesome planet, a lot of water, just beautiful, some cool creatures. But it's like one of the harshest planets I've ever discovered. It's got like extreme radiation. It's got storms, and it's not really inhabitable. But I love it, and I wish I could spend more time on it. But I have to view my ship most of the time.
Well, I similar, not with the extreme radiation, but I did discover a planet that it felt like it was constantly having storms. I really couldn't explore or do much because the moment I got away from my ship, I had barely a minute and a half to be able to get back to my ship, and it was just, I'm constantly having to upgrade stuff,
Yeah, I did die on
etc.
this planet trying to reach something. It's like, oh crap. Because one of the alien outposts, the coordinates are underwater. So there's like an alien outpost underwater. I don't know if it's actually there. The coordinates say it's there. I'm trying to swim down to this radioactive water to this alien outpost, and I died. And I want to be able to get to it at some point. Yeah.
Well, something else for me about this game right now, my quote second play, because like I said, the first one I abandoned. It's kind of been a badge of honor for me. I've been sentinel hunting.
They're
I'm
doing
not
their job, Jason. They're just being their friendly sentinels. Well, not friendly.
I'm not going to be
They're
I'm
being
not going to be bullied by them.
okay.
Every time I'm mining and they
I've
think
been
I'm
killed by
mining too
sentinels. I
much.
won't lie. I've been killed.
No, as a matter of fact, I got in such a large fight. I killed a whole bunch, but kind of like on Grand Theft Auto, my rating, they were calling in support. I had 5 stars going, so I try and fly off the planet, and they had called in ships to chase me, and
That's
it took a
wonderful.
lot to get away from that. And I will say I appreciate the aim assist on this, in so much as like my bolt caster, for example, you don't have to be aiming right at the sentinel as long
Yeah.
as you're aiming in the general, because I understand it's not a combat game. As
Right.
long as you're aiming pretty close, um, it will
Yeah, I think that happens with space
bring those
pirates too. Like, I don't think I'm probably hitting him dead
with
on.
what?
The space pirates, I think it's doing the same thing there, with not the dead on, but close enough to hit him. And I just upgraded my shield so I can handle more space pirates attacks, because I think the shield is the primary thing I need to have up there for space pirates to defend off those things.
Yeah, that or just getting better weapons so that you can kill them faster.
Yeah, I'd rather do the other approach of like, let me stay alive longer. You guys can just not kill me.
Have you, when you fly around, did you realize that you can shoot asteroids for resources?
I did totally. That was
So
one of the first
far,
things I discovered. We discovered something. So you didn't discover the whole weapon shooting thing until later. I didn't discover the melee thing until quite a bit later. I
yeah,
love that. So the first day we were like, I didn't know how to shoot. It's like I didn't know how to melee.
yeah, well, like I said, especially my first time playing, I was remote playing, and shooting is R2. Well,
Oh
there are
yeah.
two different options when remote play on a PS Vita, how they do R2. One is using the back touch screen, the top right corner, and one is using the front touch screen, the top right
Mm-hmm.
corner. And the other thing is the shooting. If you don't realize, there's a slight um, delay between hitting R2 and your gun coming out, as if it's kind of giving you the chance to make sure that's what you want to do. And because I didn't know what button it is, I'm trying both of, I'm trying the excuse me, shiza. I'm trying the front touch screen, nothing happens. Try the back front touch screen or back touch screen, nothing happens. But I wasn't holding it long enough to do anything. So my first time playing the game, I'm trying to use the melee to beat these giant structures down, and like 45 minutes later, I've barely done any damage, and I'm like, I've
Mm-hmm.
got to be doing this wrong.
Clearly. Now running took me forever to figure out how to run. And I was doing 2 or 3 playthroughs before run. I even saw running on the control thing. I still didn't. I guess I was still clicking the wrong button for running. It just was not working.
There is a bit of a, on almost everything you do, there's almost like an input lag or an input delay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the with the running, you don't quite run immediately. And the jetpack, if you're falling too fast, you better hit it early because it's going to take a minute to kick on.
Mm-hmm.
Or like I said, pulling out your gun, it gives you a chance to realize maybe I don't want to do this.
Now this guy does not need to eat. Is that? I haven't seen food as a thing that we have to worry about.
I have not either.
So I haven't had that experience where I'm like baking potatoes on Mars yet. Right? I wonder if we
Yeah,
build.
no.
I wonder if we. It'd be great if food like added us like extra energy. Like it didn't kill you if you didn't eat it, but like I'd love to have like if like when one of these updates, if we learn how to make potatoes. Great.
Well, you don't need to eat, but you can feed the local wildlife.
I've done that. Yeah, fed them some like iron or something. They get all happy, start digging. Pretty cool. I've been attacked. I've
Though
been attacked by local wildlife as well. It's like, oh crap, let me run away from this guy.
yeah, but if I'm not going to be bullied by sentinels, I'm also not going to be bullied by animals.
Some of them are
I'm real
pretty
fast.
big.
I'm real fast to whip out a bolt caster and just
Some
fire and forget.
some are too big to take down.
Well, I haven't had any issues like that yet.
Okay.
The only
You
things
may.
that have tried to attack me are think they're bigger than they are.
Now I want an update where I can ride animals and have them be like my tauntaun. Like you tame them and you teach them how to be domesticated little riding animals like horses. Great. Horse
I could
dinosaur.
definitely I could definitely see that coming in a future update. One of those few things that they could add that would make sense.
Yeah, my badges. I'm getting all those. I'm so I the first couple days I was doing so much running. Like I landed my ship on the planet, and then from then on out, I'm just gonna be on the land, living off the land, finding caves to recharge my suitin, and just did ultra marathons on these planets. And I'm now at wanderer status of how many stars is that? 8 stars, I think. I've traveled
Wow.
53,559 units. That milestone number 8. The next milestone is in 21,000 units. So I think he caps out. What do you think the stars go to? Does it go a full circle, or is it like complete in five on each side? What do you think?
I would be more inclined to say a full circle. I don't know yet, obviously. I can tell you that I believe I'm on my 4th star for sentinel hunting.
Yeah. My next highest one is comprehend. I've got 6 on the learning of words. I've learned 33 words. And the word stuff is some of my favorite part of the game. The whole alien backstories and stuff. That's some of my favorite parts. Whenever I land on a planet, I'm looking for those alien outposts. I forget what they call them, ruins or whatever. But I'm always looking for
Yeah.
solving the riddles, and that's so much fun doing.
Yeah, you showed me an interesting math formula that you had to learn.
Right? Yeah. So I love the part of this game where it like so some of the math formulas it's simple enough to like see a pattern in the formula where this number is moving X number of spaces over each iteration. But one of them I didn't really see much of a connection with. So I googled the numbers, the whatever the pattern, and it stumbled upon me on Wikipedia, the divergent series in math was first considered by Euler, who applied, and then he goes through this whole formula, this really advanced mathematical formula. It's like, good job, No Man's Scott. This is awesome. I like finding these crazy math formulas and math in
Well,
the universal language, of course.
and the best part about it is there's like it's not like you're mad that it made you go out and do math. I mean, it's
No,
just yeah.
not at all. It's like it's 6:30 in the morning and I'm doing math. It's great. It's great. In a good way, actually. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that was a lot of fun actually. It was such a cool discovery. It's like, oh my gosh, I wonder how advanced the math will get in this game. Like it's already having me do that. Like as you get deeper and deeper into the galaxy, I'm sure the math gets crazy and crazier. How many times have you died so far?
None. I've restarted my game, but I haven't died.
Wow, good for you. I feel bad when I die.
When those sentinels chased me off the planet, um, it was tough. But I was able to persevere. I had because this was before I stopped hoarding everything. I had a metric ton of plutonium, so I had to recharge my shields probably 7, 8 times as I shot down ship after ship. But I did not die.
Now my ship, it's fully equipped to like travel through five systems right now. I've charged up 100%, and if I wanted to just like get on out to like Center Galaxy, I feel I could make some good progress if that's what I just really devote myself to. But I really don't want to
Now,
do that.
and the speaking of charging, warp cells, you have to get antimatter to make a warp cell,
Right.
and the antimatter has two ingredients. I don't remember
Hmm.
one of them. It told me I can buy at a store. Do I have to, or have you found a recipe to craft
I've
those
only bought
parts?
that one. That's something I've been buying for like 20,000 units. I'm sitting
Man,
happy on 2,010 units right now, to 210,000 units. So I got some cash. I got some cash.
yeah. One, the other thing is you are rewarded for exploring and discovering and naming things because it pays you to do so.
It does, yeah. But selling is also pretty profitable, I've discovered.
Yeah, it can be, especially when you're not a hoarder.
Well, you can't be with so much of a hoarder in this game. Then you just start running out of room to store stuff.
Well, yes, you do, and then you have to figure out what you really need. And like I said,
Yeah.
it took a long time for me to come around.
Now, what are the different play styles you've tried? I've tried the one, as I talked about, of running across the planet and living off the land. I've tried, going using my ship to go place to place. I've done the whole charging up my hyperdrive as just one play session. What kind of things have you done with that?
Well, actually, for the most part, I am get in my ship and I fly around the planet until I find buildings or structures on the planet, and
Okay.
then I land by it, and I'll explore that immediate area. Once I don't feel there's anything reasonably close for me to get back to,
Hmm.
I go back to my ship and I go to another. I
Okay.
continue to
I feel I
go around
miss
the planet.
things doing the ship thing to explore the planet. I feel like I'm missing out and I'm not seeing everything that way. And I'm missing like some of the structures too. That the radar detector
Yeah,
thing is less sensitive for the ship itself.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. And part of the reason when I land and explore is I also try and look for more resources because every time you use those thrusters, there goes 25% of your
Yeah.
launch thrusters. Um,
Yeah. And if every
so,
planet I feel has the stuff to refuel it within not terribly far away if you need to.
and I think it was intentional that basically plutonium will recharge darn near everything.
Yeah.
Um, and because of that, plutonium can be kind of easy to find.
Exactly. Yeah. Um, on most of the plants, I feel that at least ones that are hospitable, find those question mark places within every 2 hours or not fake. The fake 2 hours where it says, "Oh, it's 2 hours away." It's actually a lot faster than that, in my experience. But you have those. So you'll have this further destination that's like, "Oh, this one's 20 hours away." And as you're going towards that, you'll find little things every 2 hours away or so, and you're able to transverse the planet pretty well that way.
I can tell you, I'm not sure about your assessment about a fake 2 hours. I haven't had that happen on a planet, but I've been in space and it has said something was 35 minutes away, and it was 35 minutes away.
Really,
Yes,
I feel like those aren't actually my two. I feel like those aren't actually 2 hours going by, but they very well could be. Very well could be.
it very well could be.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. And some of the stuff, some of the waypoints, as I'm trying to go to it by ship, I'm realizing it's taking freaking forever. So I actually get out of the gravity of the planet and transverse a lot of the planets outside of it to go to the other, like, it's a other side of the planet kind of thing. You done that at all?
Yeah.
Have you realized that part of the?
Um, I haven't gone so far out as to get out of the gravity of the planet, but I will do. I used to call it geomapping 100 years ago, where instead of being close to the surface, where you go with the ups and the downs of whatever's on the surface, I will just rise high enough so that I'm over the entire planet, not out of the gravity, and just do a simple parabolic arc around it. And then once I start getting close, then I'll, when it says, 13 seconds away, that's when I get a little closer to the actual
Yeah.
planet.
Now, we both struggled with the idea of naming things because we didn't know where the heck that's done. Because when we were discovering things, it doesn't give you an interface to name things there. I discovered online that you just go to your discoveries, and that's where you can rename and upload. And you have one chance to do it. You can't change a name after you've done it, which is
Yeah, and public service announcement. Everybody have decent names because everybody else is going
we're
to
stuck
have
with
whatever
these.
name.
Don't do like Fart Island, please. Please
Yeah.
don't do Fart Island.
Because my last name is Novak. So the first planet I found, I named Czechoslovakia.
Now, I had the order mixed up. So the one I thought I was naming as my home planet that I first landed on and was like the one I started at is actually like the one I'm at now. Kind of disappointing, but it's all right, I guess. So I named, and I also confused system with planet. So my home system, or the one I'm at now, I used the Dutch language combined with my name to do Chatten Lear as one word, Chatten Lear. I think that's pretty great. And then origin in Dutch is Oorsprong. So Chatten Oorsprong is the planet name. So Chatten Oorsprong. I thought that's pretty nice. The Dutch like is a cool. They got some cool words in there. Combining with my
Yes.
name, I think that those work nice. So I think going forward, I'm going to be utilizing the Dutch language in combination with other things to name a plant. So the people from Dutch they're not from Dutch. They're from where are they from? Finland. Where are Dutch people from?
Well,
Who speaks Dutch?
the actual Denmark.
Denmark,
Speak Dutch. Yes.
Yes, people from Denmark will really appreciate my names. I think they'll probably think it's from.
Yeah. Probably not going to appreciate your pronunciation, but they'll
No,
appreciate
no, not at all. And I initially thought it's like, everything's already named because they have placeholder names that are just randomly generated
Yes,
things.
that was what confused me.
Yeah, because I discovered this and it's already named something. I would have figured it'd be like unknown planet 1,000,000 whatever. It doesn't encourage you to name stuff really, unless you happen on this interface and you see that it gives you money for it.
Yeah. Lots of money. What is it, like
5,000
credits?
credits. And I got a lot of, I could bank. Well, some are 2,000. I guess it depends on the planet size, maybe, or how recent. Maybe it's, I wonder, like, the further back you go, the less. No, I don't know. I'm confused on that right now. You get 2,000 for some of the older ones, for sure. Oh, wait. Systems. Systems are 5,000, plants are 2,000. So that's how it works. And then you can animals. You can name animals. Which where do I go to find all my animals? Oh, that's probably
I don't know.
on each planet. You have probably your discoveries there. I'm guessing. Yeah, so we're still figuring this stuff out. Clearly.
Yeah, and we're still figuring out with more than a few hours put into it between the two of us.
Oh, you can also, Jason. You can also rename the waypoints discovered on those planets and receive 1,000 per waypoint. So within the planet, you get to name stuff too.
Yeah,
So
I'm
like
horrible at naming, so I'm not sure I'll be able to rename everything like that.
You have like the United States of Chattenosprong, and I can have Germany of Chattenosprong. I can have like countries within my planet. Yeah.
You can have your America.
America. Yeah, I need America. Yeah, I do need America everywhere, Jason, because I need to spread the goodwill of Americans' name everywhere. So
actually, I think more people. You sent me a wonderful photo, and more people need to spread the ministry of Vita Island.
Yeah, Vita Island. So someone named a system PS4 within the system Vita Island. That was so wonderful. So wonderful. And they did PS4 as PlayStation, then the Roman numerals 4, which I thought. And Moon of PS4. It's pretty great. Yeah, the naming I'm gonna have fun with. I think one day I'll just go through name stuff. Yeah. So have you been upgrading your guns like crazy to do the sentinel hunting? Has that been your narrative so far?
I wouldn't say like crazy, but I do have more than a couple of upgrades. and I'm focusing the upgrades on the bolt caster side of the house as opposed to the mining laser, um, which it's just more effective when trying to hunt these sentinels.
Okay. Now, we both got the pre-order bonus of the ship, the cool
Yes.
ship that has a different method of hyperdriving and traveling through space. Now, I
Really?
didn't.
Oh, that's a different method?
Yeah, like there's a certain item you don't need to craft using the ship that you would otherwise. And
Hmm.
evidently, if you get into the ship too soon and don't spend enough time in the early parts of the game, you will totally not get this blueprint that you'll need if you end up trading ships and things later on, and you're kind of like,
No. Okay, I read that. You misread.
yeah,
Not our pre-order bonus. It's the GameStop pre-order bonus.
okay,
The ship that came with the GameStop pre-order bonus already had the warp drive fueled up type of thing, and it's possible to leave some of that early part of the game where you end up getting missions to specifically get the blueprint for warp cells and
uh,
antimatter.
okay. So I definitely didn't
So
have to build or buy my. So when I was at my first space station, which I could buy my first hyperdrive for my initial ship, at that time I realized I could use my pre-order ship at that time, and the pre-order ship already came with my hyperdrive installed. So I missed out on needing to do that. Um, but okay, so the warp cells is what you missed out on.
yeah,
Okay, stupid
and so yeah,
GameStop.
they're currently I think working on a patch because people are getting stranded.
That's kind of hilarious. Serves you right for shopping at GameStop
Hey,
and getting your stupid discs. I'm kind of joking, but not really. Uh, so, what's your favorite part of this game so far?
um, it's odd because I don't think I have a single favorite part. I am really enjoying the overall experience, and I'm not somebody who normally pays attention to the sound in games. That I guess if I had to just pick a favorite part, I will say it's the sound design. It adds to the
That's good.
game like few games really do
You
with their
liking the music?
sound design. Say again.
Liking the music?
Yeah, the music and just the sound effects overall, it gives it a depth and ambiance and atmosphere. I really
It's
appreciate it
good.
a
Yeah,
lot.
it's really good. Um, the discovery part of this is so good. I love like some going down on a planet for the first time, seeing how this one is. You know, it's so good. The alien stuff is probably my favorite. Just the discovering these cultures and like coming up with my own narrative in my head about them. That stuff's fun. Uh, and I don't know what race I am really. Am I a human? I guess I am a human. I guess I'm me, right?
Yeah, it really it works hard not to, as you said, not to focus on you as the player.
I wonder if
You
they'll
can
patch in painting of my ship at all and adding my own like logos to my ship.
I don't know.
That'd be a thing. Customization of my ship a little bit more.
Can they get me a trailer for my ship so I can store more things? That's the big thing for me is I'm really running out of room. Okay.
Mine kind of reminds me of an X-wing, but it's got little jets inside.
Yeah.
I want my R2-D2. They can carry everything for me.
Thinking about it, a small part of me wants to join the group that is, for lack of a better term, rushing to the center of the galaxy because I feel like when you get to the center of the galaxy, there's going to be a lot of stuff that'll already be claimed by the time you get there from other people going.
Oh, because this. So wait, so the center of the galaxy. So we're all in the same galaxy of Euclid. Is that accurate? Is that safe to say? Because
Yes.
initially I texted you, it's like, are you in the galaxy Euclid? It's like, yeah, everyone's there. Okay, being stupid. Um, so the center of the galaxy, that's the same planet for everybody, right?
Yeah, I mean, everything is the same planets for everybody.
So the person who got there first, who already has been there, he's already named it, right? It's already named.
Well, you don't. I do not know if what's at the center of the galaxy is a planet that can be named, but there will be stuff immediately around it that will
Yeah.
be nameable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because I don't want to rush the center, but at the same time, I,
I don't want to be left out of the
I
naming.
really want to know what's in. I really want to know what's there. But I really wish there was a quick way for me to jump back to earlier planets I visited. Like I want a super hyperdrive to be able to go to places I've already been before. Like it really sucks that like it's me hard to get back to these places, I feel.
Yes.
Yeah, like the map shows me where I've been, like the yellow stuff. But it's me really hard to go back to these places. Like it will.
For the record, that's another, albeit minor, gripe is the star map, so to speak, is not very friendly. It's not really user friendly.
Yeah, let me launch and get into my star map here. Um, and I love some systems how the color in the sky is different too. That's kind of a different thing.
Yes.
So, and at the beginning of the game, it asked you, do you want to do two paths? What did you choose for the path? It asks you, do you want to explore the galaxy? I think more freeform or more like objective based. It
Oh, you're
asked me something.
talking. Yeah, you're talking when you find that AI thing. Um, I think I said objective based, knowing that I could just ignore what it was saying, but that way, if I was looking for it, if I wanted something, it would direct me.
I did the other one, and I'm worried I'm not going to get the alpha pass now. Because I think the alpha
You
pass is
mean
something you'll probably discover with that objective based thing.
you mean the Atlas Pass?
Atlas pass, yeah.
No, I think that they make it seem like it's a fundamental part of the game, and it doesn't really matter how you play it. You're going to end up getting those Atlas passes.
Okay. Okay.
It's just a matter of time.
Now, the star system, you're able to do free exploration mode or push toward the galactic center. Both are always available to you. So you can just randomly go through here
You know,
and go where you want.
but both are always available, but there's a lot of tabs for other recommendations that I wonder what you're going to fill in there and when.
And I just noticed this in the star map. You can scan for discoveries with the using your D-pad, which it's
Hmm.
searching now. It's taking a while to search, so I don't know what's going on.
This isn't like Hollywood. Searching all open wireless connections and
It's totally searching, yeah. But let's see, yeah, you can scan for discoveries. Select, yeah, but the star map is a bit obtuse, a bit. And there are suns, right? I can't like fly to the sun and die, I'm guessing.
I would assume so.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I have yet to. I've always been pushed to the center of the galaxy when I jump planet to planet. And I'm currently. It says 2 light years away from distance to center. So it does tell you how close you are getting, which is helpful information. I haven't really had a good judge of how far I travel and need to jump. So I don't even know if people talked about how many jumps it takes to get to the center, like how many upgrades to your hyperdrive and refueling it takes to do that.
Yeah, see, I don't know, and I
Yeah.
I haven't because I know that I've got a lot to go on getting stuff before I'm going to be able to do a lot of travel. So I haven't even really looked towards the center of the galaxy at this point.
I mean, so to get the center, all it really takes is having enough currency to buy stuff to fuel your hyperdrive, right? Am I missing something?
I
Like
believe
all
so.
you need
Yes,
is money, right?
as far as I know, unless I don't know what it does, and I'm not trying to look, but apparently you can travel through wormholes. So I don't know
There's
if
wormholes.
yes,
Cool.
I'm sorry, wormholes or black holes. I don't
Yeah.
remember which
Either
one.
way, very cool.
Um, but I'm wondering if you may reach a point that you have to do that. Uh, but I'll wait until I get there.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying the system I'm on now. It's like a pink system. The sky's all pink. I kind of like it. It's pretty cool.
I just again the this game is, while far from perfect, is a more rewarding experience than Spore, which came before it. I don't know if you're familiar with Spore.
I heard of Spore. These creatures.
I enjoyed Spore. It was the same but different, but just the insane breadth, depth, and scope of this one it's better.
And I was looking back at the original launch trailer at VGX, I think it was. And a lot of the stuff, it looked very familiar to what we finally got. Like it was true to launch.
Their vision.
Yeah, it didn't change much from the original, which is curious.
I love right now. Have you noticed that? No, have you seen? There is a giant discussion because that trailer you're talking about has a giant
worm.
Worm, and
Where
nobody
is
has
the
found
worm?
this in the game yet.
Procedurally generated.
Nobody has found it yet, and everybody is questioning Sean Murray if it was removed from the game, and he's like, "I'm just not going to answer because it's going to be better for you to get that answer for yourself."
Huh. Because that'd be weird if the procedural generated thing stumble upon that, and it's like those really rare coincidences of. Do you think they tweaked the formula at all for that trailer to have that worm show up?
Well, I don't doubt that if you've got access to the formula, you can basically at any time pick any place you want to be.
Right, and he's able to plant the planet wherever he wants to go, I'm sure. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So what's next for you in your No Man's Sky journey? You continue to Sentinel hunt, or what's your goal?
Well, I think I'm also going to look at the assorted upgrades that I have and start trying to really focus on my upgrading, and just become more useful in general between my exosuit, my weapon, my ship, and kind of dive into the things I can create is what it boils down to.
Okay. I'm trying to think what else to talk about there. This game is just blow my mind. I shouldn't talk about my initial experience. I went to bed early at like 9 p.m. and woke up at 4 a.m. And 4 a.m. is when I first played this game. And I was initially thinking maybe I'll wake up at midnight and do it then. But no. So 4 a.m. I got into it. And I guess the servers can go down, and it really doesn't affect your gameplay at the time. You just can't upload new discoveries then. But everything...
Or see other players.
Yeah, that too. But I guess the whole... How does this work? I mean, within the 3.5 gigs, it doesn't have the whole system, does it? It just has the stuff nearest to you downloaded, or is everything really downloaded there in those 5 gigs? Like,
that's why I keep talking about the formula. Nothing is downloaded. It is a formula that produces the same results for everybody, but it does it on the fly.
That does it on the fly? Really? That's how it works? That's cool.
Yes. Think of it in terms of, for me, the best way to explain it would be, imagine all of known existence is pi, a non-repeating, non-terminating sequence.
Yeah.
And it's the same non-repeating, non-terminating sequence for everybody, and where you are in that sequence simply determines what set of variables you're looking at.
Those guys are smart. That's amazing.
It blows my mind, but that's also part of the reason why it's so small.
I'm surprised their credits don't have mathematician as like one of the titles. I'm sure it's one of the developers, but like mathematician.
Well, we brought up in Club PlayStation the news previously that it's not apparently their formula, but you still have to have a level of intelligence to be able to understand that formula.
Yeah. We even want to mention the day one patch and the whole stupid internet thing about day one patches and people buying the game early and all that crap. That might be a
No,
club PlayStation topic.
honestly, it could be a deeper dive topic. I was okay with this game partially because, hell, the game isn't giant.
It's
The
like an 800
patch wasn't
megabyte patch.
unreal.
Like, come on,
Yeah.
you could just take your system to McDonald's if you really need your Wi-Fi or whatever. I don't know.
So yeah, I wasn't really
Uh,
gonna complain about that.
yeah. No,
It,
somebody
it
was
was
being
no it
stupid.
was no 50 gig Halo Master Chief Collection patch. How about that?
No, no, it was not. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm really curious to see Aaron's experiences on PC and how that's been going for him. So it's all, I mean, it's all your
Yeah.
setup. It's all what you got on your setup as far as if it's going to run well or not. Um,
Well, and as I understand it, also it's people who are really are the ones that the game doesn't apparently run well when you're trying to push those settings.
oh, Aaron,
If
he
you
likes
want
to
a
push his stuff. He likes to push it.
if you want a more reasonable experience, it's apparently just fine,
Okay. I'll be curious.
or more likely to be
I'll be
fine.
curious on
More
Aaron
likely
because
to be fine.
Aaron, that's why he's on PC. He likes to push all those knobs,
Well, I can't say I blame those people. You buy
Yeah,
a PC to be able to do that.
it's true. It's true. Anyways, anything else on this first edition of this No Man's Sky cast?
No, I'll probably spend most of today playing before we get to Club PlayStation this evening. So,
Yeah, cool deal. Um, any tips for anybody that you can recommend to people?
always carry plutonium.
And whatever life support. What does plutonium also feed all your life support things? Like, so let me look right now. So my exosuit. So if I'm like traveling my planet and my hazard protection is got dying, I can charge that. I think zinc, titanium, or shielding shard. So zinc and titanium are important as well if you want to just be transverse with your planet. And I guess plutonium does life support pretty well. But yeah, that's something I discovered that you can actually your hazard protection thing, you can charge that up as well. If you know what to carry. And that stuff, the hazard
Yes.
protection, that stuff's less likely to find than the plutonium I found. It's like I'm not finding the stuff that recharge our hazard protection. So stock up on that. That can be helpful as well.
And I guess the other, not just carry plutonium, but the other tip is anything that depletes, you can recharge. You just have to figure out how, because the game isn't going to tell you that.
Right, yeah, for sure. And then caves and other random spots can also be used to recharge your hazard protection. So yes, that's good to stumble upon those for sure. Because you can transverse planets pretty well without needing your ship if you figure it out.
It just takes longer.
Takes longer. It's more fun though. You get all these rewards. I think I want to. Let's just briefly before I. Do you have your trophy list handy and what you've accomplished so far?
Ooh, I can just.
I have 10% of the trophies in No Man's Sky. 1 silver.
Oh, I know I don't have that
1
many.
silver and 5 bronzes. So currently, I've got the stars like dust, attain trailblazer status in space exploration. I've got foundation, attain entrepreneur status in most units accrued. It's a very common one. 62% of people have it. I've got Babel 17 attain confused status in words collected, which is 65.7% common. I've got a 78% common one of contact, attain no status with alien colonist encounters. And then use of weapons, attain novice status in ships destroyed. And my silver, my 1 silver so far, is Symphony for a Lost Traveler, attain nomad status in on-foot exploration. And that's a 32% trophy. So nothing super rare yet I've gone.
I'm going to try and pull up my trophy list on my
So there
computer
is a
because
Sentinel Gold. Have you seen this? The Sentinel.
no.
Attain everlasting status in extreme survival. So I'm guessing that's a Sentinel one because it's called the Sentinel. But who knows if it is actually related to killing Sentinels. There is a gold on foot exploration, so I am probably going to get that one first since I've already got the silver in that one. But all the trophies are basically related to exploration, so finding animals, exploring on foot, discovering. I love this one, a space odyssey. So discovering new plants and stuff. I wonder if the discovery is also linked to naming those planets. And then, yeah, so then containing wealth and selling things. And then assisting the galaxy about knowing where. So all of the earlier trophies, you just keep doing what you're doing. You'll get your silvers and your golds. And I'm thinking, Jason, we both will platinum this game at some point, right? This seems like a no-brainer to platinum.
It's possible. I don't know. I know it's going to be difficult. How about that?
Because, I mean, so if you just keep playing this game and doing the things you do, of selling things, of traveling on foot, of learning words and doing all the regular things, they just eventually build up to accomplish all those milestones, which translate into trophies, and that gets you the platinum eventually. So it seems completely doable. There's not a ton. There's not like random things you have to. There's no hidden trophies in this game. There's no like weird things you have to like try to go out of your way to get trophies on. It's just like all part of the experience.
Yeah, the network here is down. That's so I can't pull up my trophy list.
Okay, no worries. You have seen some click though for you or pop. You have seen some pop right when you're playing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have gotten trophies. I just don't know which ones.
Okay. Cool deal. Where can folks find you on the interwebs?
You can find me as Risen Devil on pretty much anything, or on Twitter. I'm JR Novak at iCloud. So yeah.
Cool deal. And I think it's pretty much certain that you won't find any of us in No Man's Sky because did they test? So this is before we close out for real. People try to go to the same place in the same time in galaxy and planet, and they didn't see each other. Did they ever explain that?
That is, but I heard that was because of the server side issues.
Okay, so if the servers were up, they would have seen each other.
Sooner or later, you should be able to do that. Yes.
We'd be able to kill each other. The first. So when we see someone in No Man's Sky, what's the first thing we do? Do we kill each other, or we like explore the galaxy together? What's the first interaction going to be? I'm curious on that.
I guess it'll depend on where you're from
and who you're meeting. Like I want to hope that people are kind, but maybe they just kill each other. What is humanity really?
I would be. I would not be the first aggressor, but I would try to make sure I'd be the last aggressor.
Run towards your ship if you start getting fired upon. You need to build grenades. I noticed that's a thing. Have you done the grenade thing?
Yeah.
Have you grenade
no.
Sentinels? That's gotta be a fun video to shoot.
Have you blown down any doors?
Yeah. I've done doors. Sentinels get angry with the doors.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to kill a whole bunch when I did that.
I died. I had to go to my ship to refuel my energy levels. But anyways, yeah, grenades. That's the thing in this game. I wonder if I can make a grenade launcher. Anyways, you can find me at TCHATN. You can go to youtube.com/TCHATN for the video version of the show. I also have 2 hours of one of my No Man's Sky adventures on there. You can watch a stream of that. And I'm sure I'll stream some other stuff from No Man's Sky. I'm not sure how exciting No Man's Sky is to watch. It's more of an experiential game as you're chasing down these different objectives. But you can watch if you want. It's there. I think the screenshot sharing is the cooler part of No Man's Sky. Like just finding this one, this creature you discover, this beautiful vista you stumble upon. I think that's the cooler part of the sharing. But there will be video sharing as well. But anyways, thanks for listening and watching. We'll be back for next time for another edition of Club PlayStation. And the plan is to have Aaron on to talk about his experiences on a special edition like this in the future. Bye-bye.
Bye.